This is Pre-Calculus Onramps, Unit 7 review, and I'm going to do question 34, 35, 36. First one says, what values of k makes f continuous? Remember, for a function to be continuous, the limit must exist, meaning it's the same from both sides at a certain number, and this one is 1/4, and then it must equal the value of the function at that number. So all I have to do is plug x into both of these equations and then set them equal to each other, and I can solve for k. And at that point, when k is a certain value, both parts of this piecewise function will be the same at that value, which will make it continuous. I'll never have to lift my pencil or pen, whatever I'm using. So let me see, I'm going to try to do this so I have enough room. I'm going to put 1/4 in for x. So 1/4 cubed is 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So it's k times 1 over 64 minus k times x, which is k times 1/4, which is k over 4 minus 1/4. And this one, if I put in 1/4, 1 over 4 squared is 1 squared, which is 1 over 4 squared, which is 16. 16 times 1 over 16 is 1 minus 2 equals minus 1. So that one at x equals 1/4 is minus 1. So now I'm going to add 1/4 to both sides. So now this is negative 3/4. Negative 1 is negative 4/4. And then I'm adding 1/4 to both sides. So negative 4/4 plus 1/4 is negative 3/4. So now I've taken care of these two parts. I just have to take care of this part. I need 64 in the denominator, meaning I have to multiply by 16. 4 times 16 is 64. So this would be minus 16k. So k minus 16k, all divided by 64. So now I will multiply. I'm trying to do this. Hold on one second. I want to get this over here maybe so that I have more room. So I have equals negative 3/4. I'm just trying to move it. And this was 16 times 4 is 64, 16. So k minus 16k, all divided by 64. Then I will multiply both sides by 64. 64 divided by 4 is 16. And then negative 3 times 16 is negative 48. So equals negative 48. And then I have k minus 16k is negative 15k. And then k equals, I'll just divide 48 over 15. Where did the negatives go? It's negative 48 divided by negative 15. Those cancel out. Negative over negative is a positive. And what is this? 48 divided by 3 is 16. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. So 16/5. Right there. Determine the partial fraction decomposition. Well, first I want to factor this. And I notice the top is only 1 degree smaller than the bottom. So this will be a simple partial fraction decomposition, linear. So I do 3x divided by. I need numbers that multiply to negative 12, add to negative 4. What would that be? Negative 6 times 2. So this is x minus 6, x plus 2. And that equals, I would put a over x minus 6, the first factor, plus b over the second factor, x plus 2. I forgot to put the closed parenthesis there. All right? So now I multiply both sides by x minus b times x plus 2. If I multiply a over x minus b times x minus 6, why did I put x minus b? It's x minus 6. If I multiply a times a divided by x minus 6 by both of those, the x minus 6 cancels. And all I'm left with, a times x plus 2. So a times x plus 2. Plus, and 3x is still on that side. And if I multiply b over x plus 2 times x minus 6 over x plus 2, the x plus 2's cancel, and I get b times, no, that's a bad b. It's a bad b. b times x minus 6. Now all I have to do is figure out values of x that can get rid of one or the other of those so I can solve for the other. Well, I'll do minus 2 and plus 6. Here's x minus 2, x plus 6. So when x is minus 2, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, equals negative 2 plus 2 is 0. That's going to go away. Negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8. So negative 8b. And so b equals 6 over 8. The negatives cancel. And that's the same as 3. I'm dividing both by 2 over 4. And then a, this will get me a if when x is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. The b is going to go away. 3 times 6 is 18 equals a times, well, I'll put the number in front of it. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8a. A equals 18 over 8 equals, I'm going to divide by 2. 9 over 4. So I've got my a, I got my b. So this is equal to the partial fraction decomposition is a over x minus 6. A is 9 over 4. And then also in the denominator has to go that x minus 6 plus, boy, my numbers are bad right now. There I go. Plus, b is 3/4, so I put the 3 over the 4. And also in the denominator goes x plus 2. And normally it's going to be left that way, but you could also multiply through 9 over 4x minus 24 plus 3 over 4x plus 8. But that is the answer to that one. It's not multiple choice. Okay, which of the following is an equation of the line tangent to the graph of f of x equals x cubed, that's an x cubed, plus 2x minus 1. So I need to find, well, it says at the point where f prime of x equals 2. So I know the derivative at this value of x is 2. Remember, to get this formula, or this function, I'm going to do y minus y1, the slope point form, m times x minus x1, where y1, x1 is just the y and x value at this place where the slope is 2. And I know m is equal to 2. Do I have an eraser? I'm just going to plug in the slope right now. M equals 2. I already know that. All right, let me see if I can figure this out. I'm going to take the derivative using the power rule, x cubed. It's really a 1 in front of it. 3 times 1 is 3. x3 minus 1 is 2, x squared. Plus, this is x to the first. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. X to the 0 is just 1. And I know that equals to 2. So now I can solve for x. 3x squared equals 2 minus 2 is 0. X squared equals 0 divided by 3 is 0. X equals the square root of 0, which is 0. So now I know x is 0. Let me plug that into the equation and figure out what y is. Remember, the equation is x cubed plus 2x minus 1. 0 cubed plus 2 times 0 minus 1. When x is 0, y equals minus 1. And now I've got everything I need to find the equation of the line. Y minus negative 1 is plus 1 equals 2 times x minus x1, which is 0, is just x, 2x. Then I'll subtract 1 from both sides. Y equals 2x minus 1. And answer is A. And is that it, or is there one more? Oh, there's 2 more. 2 more. What does this say? If all of this is a function, then what is f prime of x? Well, 5 times 3 is 15. 5 minus 1 is 4, so 15x to the 4th. 3 of them have that. And then 2 times 6 is 12, so minus 12. 2 minus 1 is 1, minus 12x. Well, hey, oh, good, we've eliminated c. Well, that's good, better than nothing. And then this is x to the first, so 1 times, this is a 1 in front of it. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, so plus 1. And that's it. All right, so this is out and this is out. It's D. Find the instantaneous rate of change when x equals 2. Well, I'll just find the derivative and then plug in 2. That'll be the instantaneous rate of change. So g, I can rewrite g of x. I'm going to get that out of that denominator. 5 minus 2 is 3, so this is x third. 3 minus 2 is 1, minus 2x. This is really a 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1, plus 24x minus 1. See, now I can use the power rule. That's really a 1 there. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 3x squared. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. 1 minus 1 is 0, so x goes away. And then this is negative 1 times 24 is negative 24. And then negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2, x to the negative 2, which I can rewrite as 3x squared minus 2 minus 24 divided by x squared. Wow. Okay, at the point when x is 2, so I just plug it in. This is g prime of x equals. So now I plug in 2. 2 squared is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Minus 2 minus 24 divided by 2 squared is 4. So this is 12 minus 2 minus 6. 12 minus 8. Negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. The answer is D. And I think now that's all of them. Very good.